Hello, dirty trucking, dirty trucking. Oh, just getting up. You know, it's a damn shame that these people continuously doing something to play with my weight. And I'm trying to pinpoint when it started. But see, it's several times that they do that shit. Uh, Usually, something going on with the church. I end up starting to feel like I'm gaining weight. Or if my hair need being done, and which it does, it has a lot of, you can see a lot of new growth. It's somebody that tries to control my body to make me do things. And it's stupid because I'm not going to do them until I'm ready to do them. So that's why I didn't understand why you was making me feel mechanical shit with a vehicle that don't belong to me. And if it was something I was driving that I was leasing, it's not going to, you think that I ain't took it somewhere, find out what's wrong with it so they can fix it? I don't know what idiot thought somebody would want to feel a mechanical issue. To do what? Why would I want to feel that shit? Because if I'm feeling it, that means you rigged it. If you rigged it, that means you getting money off the repairs of it. You see where I'm going with this? All this shit is illegal. They doing shit for me to feel to go get fixed as far as mechanical issues. That means that, ain't that fraud? Or some sort of fraud? If you doing something like that, if you deliberately causing a mechanical issue to make me feel to go get it fixed, take it to a shop, and they charge money to fix that shit. Ain't that fraud? Ain't that some type of criminal? Ain't that, what is that? What do you legitimately call that? Somebody that's deliberately causing mechanical issues. What do you call that? Because I know what I call it. I call it illegal. So here's the thing. I just bought all these clothes. And y'all seen me when I posted my little modeling pictures I was doing. And the majority of these clothes was purchased from Ashley Stewart. Some of them. And there's no way physically hell possible for me not to be fitting these clothes the way I was fitting them when I bought them just a couple of months ago. Physically impossible. All these clothes are tight, snug fit, and they do that shit, like I said, either if it's something going on with the church, they start making me gain weight, or if my hair not done. See, it's another thing they do if my hair not done. If my hair not done, they start making me feel heart shit, like my heart racing, shit with my veins, because it's stringy. That's what they do. So I don't know whoever that individual is doing that shit, bitch, you need to go. Time for you to get the fuck out of my life. Because I'm tired of you doing that. I'm tired of all these people coming in my life, making me gain weight. Then they walk around here. We didn't mean to do that. You didn't mean. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the thing that I'm linking it to. When I actually started feeling that shit. It's a bridal shop. And they keep, and I'm kind of thinking it's the bridal shop that got something to do with it. This shit going on with the bridal shop, the owner of a bridal shop. Bitch, I'm not married. I didn't come to you to get a wedding gown made. Why the fuck are you messing with me and my weight? Because you doing some criminal shit. Okay, there's a story here about a bridal shop got busted for fraud, defrauding their, I guess these women that was coming in there trying to get gowns. I think $50,000, probably more. Briefly heard about that story. A bridal shop. And I'm putting two and two together. I'm getting getting ladies coming around me talking about they wedding, they finna get married. And round about when that bridal shop got busted, if I could think back, might have been a time I started experiencing this weight gain with their investigation. See, this is what they do. They do investigations of that shit, and you fucking with me. I don't know that bitch. I didn't order a bridal gown. She didn't defraud me out of shit. I don't know the bitch. So why are you making me gain weight because of that bitch? And I get to say that because you got the nerve to mess with my fucking body, make my clothes feel tight, walking around talking about she planning a wedding. Bitch, who planning a wedding? And why would you know? Bitch, do I know you? Do I look like I associate with you? Do you look like somebody I would associate with? See, that's the problem. That's where you running your mouth talking about shit that I'm not saying. That's the problem around here. These people are coming around me talking about shit that I am not saying. Why the fuck would I be talking about bridals in marriage? I'm not getting married, bitch. I told you my stand on that. But this is around the time I start feeling that shit. And these clothes I've been putting on is from Ashley Stewart. Ashley Stewart is a plus size store. I've got my weight down to where really I should be out of her store. That's what I got my weight down to. I should have been out of her store. That's the size I was down. I was going downward in the weight. But I got on a skirt from Ashley Stewart right now. Wait a minute. I modeled this skirt not long ago. Posted it on YouTube and my Instagram. This motherfucker snug tight. My other pants that I bought from another store, clothing store I go to, fitting real snug around the waist midsection. And all this shit started when I let my hair grow out, because you know what? See, what you ain't finna do is tell me when to get my motherfucking hair done. Bitch, I ain't got to get it done at all. You can keep putting weight on me all you fucking want to. I'm not going to do what you want me to do to get the weight off, because, you know, they've done this before. Let me tell you what happened. After I finished getting my hair done, did my hair, all of a sudden I'm standing here. You seen the movie The Clumps? That's exactly what I'm experiencing. The Clumps. Eddie Murphy played the Nutty Professor. That's what I experienced. I had just finished my hair, did my hair, and all of a sudden I'm standing here in my living room and felt my weight just fall off my ass. All of a sudden my clothes just got so extremely loose. It was ridiculous. So we're going to find out which one responsible. It's almost time for me to get my hair done. Your ass finna get caught. You finna get busted. There's people coming around me talking about we didn't mean to do that. No, yes, you did. You know what? And I can't stand motherfuckers that lie like that. Talking about what they didn't mean to do. You didn't mean to do it. How the fuck you didn't mean to do something you did? I don't understand that. If you go around poison a motherfucker, you meant to do that. If you gave a motherfucker something to gain weight, you meant to do that. If you set me up, you meant to do that. What Warren Truck Plant did to me, they meant to do that. Because you want to know why? Because after all these videos, and I know they Chrysler workers done ran across the videos and showed them, and they knowed about me trying to continue my lawsuit. Because you know what? Instead of them apologizing, coming with a settlement check to try to straighten this out without court matters, no, you wanted to keep it covered up because you see that nobody's going to do anything about it. That's what they did. Yeah, I'm just talking, telling this same story and over again. You walking around not worried about shit, not worried about legal action, not worried about nobody ever coming after your ass about what the fuck you've done to me. You walking around not worried about shit. Warren Truck Plant ain't worried. Chrysler ain't worried. The UAW Local 140 ain't worried at all. Because they meant to do that shit. You know, I look at people going around talking about what they ain't mean to do. Now, it's certain things you ain't mean to do. Like if accidentally scratch something, you ain't mean to do that. Or you knock something down, you possibly did mean to do that. But it depends. I got to look and see your actions for me to determine if you didn't mean to do that. But when it comes to sabotaging, you trying to destroy somebody, you trying to rip them off, you trying to get them homeless, where they can't afford to pay their rent, while you sitting out there looking at this shit, watching it and enjoying what's happening because of what you're doing, you meant to do that. And people who meant to do shit need to be held accountable for that shit you meant to do. No, bitch, you meant to put this weight on me. Why? I don't know. What is it supposed to be doing? Is it stopping shit? You done put this weight on me, another war done started. What else finna happen? While you want to see, they do this shit about we want to see. You know what when that woman showed up at my house about that shit from that truck company, there's an attorney here that I know had prior knowledge of that. Back when, this is true. Back when I was in search of an attorney for trying to contemplate my options to get the help to satisfy this debt, looking into bankruptcy attorneys. It was one attorney in particular I contacted. This attorney has been advertised on the news, and he mentioned something that I think back on that's letting me know that an attorney was involved with this shit. You got attorneys doing this shit. You doing shit to drum up business. And what he said, well, he said, do you have any pending litigations against you? I said, no. And I didn't. Not to my knowledge. But the way he said it was like he already knew. And this is a bankruptcy attorney that was advertised on one of our news stations. We got Fox 2, 4, and 7 here. I forget which one was advertising them. No, it was a radio station advertising them. A radio station. And no, wait a minute. Squash that. He was either on the news or the radio. One of them was advertising him. That's how I knew of his name. And when he said that, and I'm thinking about what's happening now, and that woman showed up in my house, I'm like, this is a setup. See, and I've been hearing a lot of shit when this shit happened. They do this shit because they around here in the background talking about, we want to see what happened. We want to see. And see, when they do this shit, they show up with some type of hefty bill and want me to pay it. But what they really doing with that bill is generating something that's supposed to happen in the casino. This all got to do with gambling. I'm telling you about that dream I told you I had. This is exactly that dream they recreated. I told you when I was living in my house on Beaconsfield, I had a dream that I had won the Mega Million or Powerball. I don't know which one it was, but I had won. And then all of a sudden, the guys I had dated started showing up in my house, talking about they wanted to sue me, talking about I gave them something. That was a dream I had. But see, and they've been around here talking about that disease shit for a long time. Something you couldn't prove, something that wasn't true, something they should have never been talking about. Period. It wasn't true. I mean, how many years you gonna keep looking for the same shit and it ain't there? That's impossible. Because you want to know why? Because it was never there. I told you, this shit with these people started it with me with an early age. Early age, they started their shit with me. Trying to limit what I can do. Putting out fake, false, phony medical shit. You started at an early age. Debt, you started at an early age with that shit. Then you did it to my son, messing him with in school. That's why he didn't finish. These people started at an early age. They've been messing with us probably when I was a baby. All that I was doing, it was probably them fucking with me then. I remember my father told me a story. I was a baby laying on the couch, just kept crying, couldn't stop crying. Laying on the couch. My father had a shotgun. We stayed at 8515 Gratiot. That residence no longer there, got condemned, and that's why we moved from there over to Leander. We stay at 8515 Gratiot, up top over Bing TV. And that's that noise I hear, kind of a noise I hear. It's like a TV. Because my father used to work on TVs. And back then when they had the picture tube and the little tubes, you had to go get tubes to replace, to fix your TV. My father used to work on TVs in the house. And that noise from him cutting the TV on, that little electrical noise it made, that's what this noise was sounding like. And we stayed over Bing TV on 8515 Gratiot. Now, I was a baby, laying on the couch. He had me laying on the couch. And I just kept crying because downstairs was a motorcycle gang where Bing TV was. It's a motorcycle gang. They were down there just revving up their motorcycle. Kept revving them up. And my father yelled out the window, said, I don't like it. He got a baby. He was talking about he got a baby up there. They wouldn't stop. So he pointed his shotgun out the window and fired it. That's back in the day when you can kind of do that shit and get away with it. To make them stop. because they was revving up their motorcycle engines. And I wouldn't stop crying because they was right up under the window. So my father shot his shotgun outside the window. And I guess they stopped because I ain't hear another story about that incident after that. He just aimed it out the window and shot. He didn't shoot at them. He just fired out the window. That's back in the day. You can't really do that shit now because they got shot spotter here now. If you fire a shot and shit, it's going to register on a computer and Popo going to be able to answer you. But that was back in the day when we can do a little bit more than we can do now. It's over Bing TV. And this noise I'm hearing, it's like a TV coming on. That's the only way I can explain it. They call it electronic harassment, but it sounds like a TV coming on. The noise I used to hear when my father worked on TV. And I'm wondering why, and I'm trying to document everything that I know is going on. You doing shit to me that my father used to do or work with. Shit was happening to my cars based off of shit my father used to do working on his cars. And my son, same thing that was going on with his cars. You started causing this shit going on, and then you was generating money off of it. And these was staged and fake shit going on. And they got away with it. That's how I lost Big Daddy, my Kenworth truck. Because they sabotaged that truck. Oh, but I guess they ain't meant to do that either. Yeah, you ain't meant to do shit, huh? Oh, I guess you ain't meant to get me in debt by sabotaging my trucking career when I was doing good, starting to pay down the debt. Then you did something to cost me my motherfucking job. Then the pandemic happened. The pandemic happened. Now I'm back out there in trucking, trying to get my life straight, and you still doing shit to interfere with me making money. Have a job, then I'm fired. All documented on YouTube. They can't say I'm lying about that. How long did I hold those jobs? Who the hell can keep bills paid? They firing me all the time over some shit they ain't got no business firing me for. And then, like I told you, those individuals that was on here mouthing off because talking about the shit I was saying about trucking, they gonna fire you. You can't be talking about your company like that. Those were the individuals involved with this shit. They were on my YouTube searching and listening and searching for information for stuff they can do to cause me more debt to hurt my pockets. And it's mighty funny. I get that the woman shows up at my house after I got on. I remember I made a video a while back saying, well, sue me. I remember saying that in the video. And I don't know if I was talking about if you believe me about what Chrysler did or something like that, or you think I'm lying. I said, well, sue me. Mighty funny. You sent somebody up here trying to do that. Off videos. That's further confirmed that these motherfuckers is on my social media. These individuals that are responsible are on my social media. These motherfuckers that's coming in this apartment, management is involved with that. How they getting keys? How are you getting keys all the time to every apartment? And you coming in here doing the same thing that you did in the last apartment. That's why I don't have no laptop. They messed with that laptop over at Alden Towers. I had to replace the hard drive. Lost all my good drawings and stories. Had the laptop over here in this apartment sitting on this motherfucking table, and it was sitting right there when I came home to try to log in, and I was having problems logging in. And so I went and got my USB drive that's supposed to correct any corrupt files or whatever's causing that login issue. The computer was shot. They came in here again and did something to destroy my laptop. Now, if I was a famous author or writer, I would own this motherfucking building for what the fuck you did. I was writing valuable stories on here. Shit, I possibly could have got paid for. But you know what? I ain't gonna get paid for them. You don't want to know why? Because that motherfucker was sneaking in here, going on my laptop, logging in, seeing what I was writing, and taking my shit, selling them as ideas for movies for their damn self. Like they came up with this shit. See, that's what happened when people could read your mind. You're not going to profit anything because they know what you're thinking before you can get it done. They stole my writing. They stole my life story and made a movie out of it. They coming in here, went through my documents, going back in the day looking for shit to generate a fucking debt, a fucking bill. They send fake mail to every residence. I got 2 particular names that always shows up where I live at. Mail from somebody named Paris and mail from somebody named James. Now, Paris used to be a co-worker at Smart. That's the only woman I know named Paris. The name James, my father knew, was a family friend, was a brother of a family friend. That did something wrong. And then the only other James that I know of, it was ex-chief of police here in Detroit. But those are 2 popular names that show up in the mail. And then after that, they start sending some other mail here. After I done lived here for a minute, all of a sudden, after I done been here, changed the addresses in, I done been here, living here for a nice little time. All of a sudden, you won't expect me to believe some mail from these individuals just showing up here now. It's bullshit. I've always believed the Postal Service was involved in this shit because I've noticed problem with the mail from back when early days, right after my father passed. I was noticing that shit. These people utilize the Postal Service. They utilize the internet. They utilize people where you work at. They utilize people in this building where I'm at. They coming in here, going through my documents, looking for shit to make me pay bills. But they ain't paid their bill for what happened to me at Warren Truck Plant. Ain't apologized. Ain't did shit. They can't act like they don't know I'm making these videos. Companies got videos. They didn't know about these videos. You can't not tell me you don't know. Because back when I was at All the Towers, I tried to reinitiate the lawsuit. You know what the motherfuckers did? Because I called over to the UAW Solidarity House on Jefferson. That's where my union steward, at the time he was union steward, I don't know his title now, that's where he was located at. I called over there. The motherfuckers knew who I was. Oh, they getting frantic over there. I'm trying to speak to him to see what they gonna do. Was you gonna do anything to straighten this out? After all these years, you thought I was forgot? No, you gonna remember my name till the day you die until you straighten this out. Because you was in on it. You gonna remember my name till the day you die. I'm gonna make sure that you're not gonna forget what you did to me. You went on, raised your family. Ain't shit happened to you. What did you do to me and my son? We ended up homeless. And for what? Because y'all was lying in that motherfucker plant. What the fuck was going on in there? That you made up that kind of goddamn lie. And like I said, they said I was harassing somebody. So now that I'm thinking, I know it wasn't because I was physically harassing somebody. I think it has to do with this feeling shit that I'm feeling because of them sending me to them doctors. I think these people possibly was feeling some shit prior to me feeling this shit. That's what I think. Because here they hear them saying she did that. Like I said, I had somebody come over there and ask me, how they know all about your business? They got cameras on you. Was standing at my station where I installed DR air cleaner install. Looking all up in the air, see if there was cameras around there. Because he said somebody in the plant knew all about my business. He looking up around the cameras. He's like, how do they know that? So he was alerting me then that something was going on. I just didn't know. I'm like, why who be talking about my business like that? He said, how do they know all your business? He said, all. He said, what, they got cameras on you? Oh, you got cameras on me and been lying. You know, the motherfuckers involved with shit. You think you can go to them and get the truth out of them? No. You have to catch them in their damn bullshit to get the truth out of them. Because they going to lie to you till they can't lie no damn more. I'm going to people asking, is this shit going on? And they telling me no. While I'm steady watching this shit going on. So you lying to me. And you been lying. You've been lying to me. And you know what's going to stop your lies? What's going to combat you in your lies? This right here. This is who's going to hold you accountable. Right here. This book. You can lie to me all you want. You can cover up what you did to me all you want. You can not settle this mess all you want. But this going to settle it with you. I promise you that. Warren Truck Plant, the UAW, had ample time to straighten this out, apologize, give me a settlement worthy of what you fucking did, but you didn't. Instead, every time I tried to initiate the lawsuit again, what did you do? You got online and contacted my sister once again, because you contacted her the first time this shit went down. They contacted my family members about what was going on in the plant before they told me what was going on in the plant. Ain't that a bitch? And then when I try to get the lawsuit going again, what'd he do? Mark, you contacted my sister, I think they contacted my son to tell me to stop. You did something to me that you need to pay for, and you contacted my family sister, who contacted my son to tell me to stop going after you because of what you did to me. Ain't that a bitch? But people walk around talking about, we didn't mean to do it. Yes, you did.